use the build binding. And this time I want to change the data binding. So here I want to change the layout file. Okay, but before that we need to enable the data binding. 我们把它重新再复习一次。好 ，so let's open the build.gradle module. Okay, here we need to also enable the data binding. Data binding. Set to true. Okay, you can add the equal symbol. Okay, that's fine. We or without the equal symbol, that also correct. 这加不加等号其实都可以。And then we sync. Next thing is we need to change our the layout. 下一步呢，我们要把 layout 改掉它。Resource, drawable, and that's item layout. 这个 item layout. 好，我们这边呢，change to the code mode. 好，那在这里。For any data binding, we need to add a new tab, that's layout tab. 所以我们最外层呢要加一个 layout tab. That's beginning tab and ending tab. 其实还有 beginning and ending. And below the layout, we need to add the data section. 所以我们要加一个 data. Okay, suppose here, that's the item layout. Item layout, we need to display the message for each board item. So here, our variable is board, okay? Because I want to accept one board instance. And the type, data type, just refer to the board class. So here, the data type is example recyclable list .flow. Okay, so that's our data type. Okay, and the variable is a board instant. And here, I want to display the board name to the text field. So here, we need to change to use the binding equation. 好，这边的 binding equation 是 at curly brace and all name. Okay, remember all the board, each board have two property, two attributes, name and image ID. Okay, so let's go back to item layout. So the text should show the board name, and the image here, image should display the image, the board.image ID. So here we have the Android image resource equal to binding equation for image ID. Okay? Here we want to use the data binding. Okay? And we want to change all the open code. Open enter. Remember, here in the major bold adapter for all the recycled field. Okay, remember here we define a bind function. When we want to display a data item, we need to create a viewed item, and the view height and the view item is held by the viewed holder. Okay, remember, inside the view holder we define a bind function, and we will pass the data item. That's one of the bold items, and then we will use the internal binding object to set the image and set the text attribute. Okay, and this time I want to change to use the data binding, so we can remove these two commands, these two statements here, because in all the layout, we have the bold variable, right? So we need to connect the bold variable to the bold parameter. Okay, so the bold is the parameter. That's the real bold data instance. And the binding bold is the layout variable. So we 把 layout variable 跟真的 variable 做 connection, do the connection, and then we need to tell the binding object to refresh the UI. Refreshing, we need to call another function called execute pending the binding. This statement is for refresh the UI. Refresh the UI. Okay? Here we can still show the border list. Okay, so let's recheck our programming code. 再把程式码再看一次。Okay, the first thing is the builder.gradle enable the data binding. The first thing we need to do, and then change our layout. For example, in our item layout, I want to use the data binding. So the outer tag should be layout, and the next to the layout, that should be a data section, data. And we define one binding variable, that's bold, from our bold class. And for our view component, image view should refer to the bold.image_id. And the text view should refer to the bold.name. Okay, so that's for binding expression, manipulation. And in our programming code, that's quite easy. When we want to bind the data, when we want to bind the real data to our layout, we simply change the bind function. Here, we connect the real value to the binding value, and then refresh the UI. Okay, so that's for data binding. Here, I want to do one more thing here. 因为我们在做另外一件事情。Here, I want to do more things on all the image. So I want to create all the binding adapters. It's something that I want to rely on another function to do the image setting. 那这个我们要把它重新改掉它。Okay, so here. I want to use my own attribute name. If you want to define your own attribute name, the namespace should be F. F means I want to have my own attribute name. Suppose the attribute name is the bold image. Bold image. Okay? So that's my customized attribute name. The sender setting. here I want to add the namespace definition. Actually, we can remove the definition to the layout. Here, definition. Okay, we can put all namespace definition into the linear layout, and make all the layout tag more simple. Okay. So here we introduce a new attribute called image, and then next we need to define a function to deal with the new attribute setting, and this technique is called binding adapter. 这个我们要透过一个叫做 binding adapter 的事情。So let's go back to our NVM slide. Here, let's consider the binding adapter. Binding adapter. Here, we need to define a new binding adapter. The syntax is look like this one. Here, we want to add the annotation and define a function to deal with the attribute setting. Okay, so we need to write the program code here. Okay, so back to our Visual Studio, and you can select any classifier. For example, I select the whole adapter to write out the binding adapter definition. So just below the class definition, I find a free space here. And not here. The final entry here. After the definition for the binding adapter, I find a free space here. So I want to add the program code just like the slider binding adapter. Okay, you will see a red color. This means the compiler don't know why is the binding adapter. So here, okay, so that's binding adapter. For using the binding adapter, we need to add a new plugin. So let's open the builder.gradle here at the beginning. Apply plugin. So we need to apply a new plugin. The plugin is called KATT. Okay, so that's the new plugin. And see now. Okay, and then go back to the full adapter. Here, you can see the compiler understand what is the binding adapter. Okay, and following, we need to define our new function. Image. View. let's see the description. Here, we say I want to define a binding adapter for the new attribute. The attribute name is a board image. So let's check out the layout. Really, here, I want to refer to the, introduce a new attribute called the board image. Okay, board image. So here, in our binding adapter, we specify here I want to deal with the board image. And when we encounter this attribute, we need to invoke this method function. And this function is associated to the image view. That's right, because here the attribute is for the image view. Okay, so you can see here the leading name is the image view, and following is your customized function name. Okay, you can set any function name here. Okay, and here is the parameter. Or the parameter, okay, and parameter is for border item, for border instant. So here maybe I want to change my layout. So here we don't need to pass the image ID. I directly pass the border object. Okay, I pass the border object into the corresponding method function to deal with the border image. Okay. So let's go back to the board actor. So here, the board will pass to the item. That's right. Here, we need to check the item is empty or not. Okay. By default, the adapter, the parameter should be null type. So we have a question mark. That's by default. Okay. You need to add the question mark because the view adapter will consider your parameter may become the null. 那这里问号它一定要加的。因为它会认为你传进来有可能是空的，所以你要加一个问号。And this statement is we need to check if the item is not empty, not null, then we will do the setting. Okay, using the calling statement, we use the item question mark dot let. Okay, so that's for if the item is not null, is not empty. Let's do the let statement. Okay, here we set the image resource. Okay, so we get the border image ID and set the resource ID to the image view. Okay. Okay, after this, that means the binding adapter. So let's run the app. Okay, you can see our app is still running. Okay, correctly display the football, volleyball, and so on. Okay, so that's the binding adapter. So let's review binding adapter. Okay, so in our layout, we can define all the own attribute. 可以自定义新的那个属性名称。This attribute is for setting the image to the image view. Okay, so we have our customized function to do the image setting. Okay, for this purpose, we need to define the binding adapter. 我们就要用定义叫做 binding adapter 这件事情。Okay, so here we define when we pass some data, we need to retrieve the resource ID to our image. So 这里 you can do more the thing. Maybe you can check the passing data and do the image conversion and do more things here. The binding adapter 就是可以让你对传进来的资料可以做很复杂的处理，然后再做设定，呈现在你的上面。Okay, here, let me introduce the next thing. We can do the better essay. 我们讲最后一件事情，就是 main activity. Let's open the board adapter. Here, when users select one item, we will show a toast message. That's because we provide such open code. We associate on-click listener to each item view. Item view is each view item. Okay. 用户点选任何的 view item. 它会呈现一个 toast message. That's because this function. Okay, we perform the set on click listening. Okay, and here I want to use another way to handle the item selection. 我把这 item selection 这件事情用另外一个方式来写 ，OK？And this way is more general. So how do we do the item selection? I want to pass a function into our viewed holder. 那这个我们要做另外一个改变啊，我们要从头这边开始讲。Here, I want to pass a handling function into our ball adapter. 所以呢，我们需要另外一个 VAL， 那 item click. Okay, that's the second parameter. When we create the ball adapter, we need to pass the second parameter. This parameter is a lambda equation. 它本身是一个 lambda equation, and we need to pass the bold data type, meaning the bold instant, and the return is UNIT. UNIT is no any return data. Okay. Here. So I change my ball adapter, having the second parameter. That's a lambda equation. And having this item click, I can simply remove the statement here. Okay, and change the click event to this position. 我把这个 item 的处理放到这里。We have holder. Item view. Item view means the current selected view item. For this selected view item, we need to set the click click listen. And here we simply call our function here item click. Item click, and text the ball into the item click. Okay, and then go back to our main activity. Here, when we create our adapter, we need to pass two parameters. One parameter is our data source. The second parameter is the lambda equation. And you know, if the second parameter is the lambda equation, we can use this way, curly brace. Okay? To introduce our lambda equation here. So we show our lambda equation. Here, I want to show a toast message. So we use the toast next test and this. The message name. Message name is ball. Okay. Here, I want to have parameter. That's ball. Now parameter. And the toast will show the ball name here. Ball name. Okay. Toast. Let's show. Okay. Okay, let's compare all the both. Okay, let's select the body ball, and then you will show the toss match. Okay, so let's review what I changed here. I want to define our click listener in our main activity. You can see here, main activity. Here is the main activity line. I want to provide the action when the user select one item, I want to provide the action, specify the action here. 我把用户会点选选单的项目做什么事情的动作定义在 main activity 这里。Okay, because in main activity, maybe we have view model, or maybe we have several variables here. So the click event, the function here can access more variables. Okay, so here, when I create the ball adapter, I provide the handling function. 按下去会做的事情是写在这里。The handling function is here. This function will be passed into the ball adapter, as specified here. We have second parameter, that's a lambda equation. So we will pass the lambda function into here, and the binding adapter will call the function just here. Will call the function. Okay, so that's more the convenient way. 这种方法是 more the formal. Okay, let's check out the old way. 我们旧的方法是 here, just like here. The old method is I define the handling action here. However, here is the binding adapter. 这个地方是叫做 binding adapter. In this class, it's impossible to access your data, your app data. 这里并没有任何的变数宣告在这里。Okay, no any data here. Okay, so it's more the general to specify your action method in the main activity using this way. 这个是比较正规的事件处理的方法。Okay, you can check my slide. Okay, about the how to handle the click event. Okay, it's about for the MVVM. Oh, sorry, that's data. Another slide. Data list viewer. Okay, you can check the data list viewer to see the program code. Okay, so I think that's our today's lesson. Okay, any question? 这是今天所有的课程就是这样子。好 ，Now, okay, so please,